Determine data security controls. Data states. There are three basic states of data: data at rest, data in motion, and data in use. Data at rest. Data at rest is data that is being stored and not used. Data can be at rest on hard drives, backup tapes, cloud backup, or mobile devices. Data in motion. Data in motion: data is moving from one place to another. Data in use. Data in use is data is being accessed or processed by one or more applications. Scoping and tailoring. Scoping is the process of determining which portions of a standard will be employed by an organization. For example, an organization does not employ wireless equipment. Declare the wireless provisions of a standard are out of scope, and therefore do not apply. Tailoring is the process of customizing a standard for an organization. NIST Special Publication 800-53, Security and Privacy Controls for Federal Information Systems and Organizations, describes the tailoring process. Best practices. Identifying and designating common controls in initial security control baselines. Applying scoping considerations to the remaining baseline security controls. Selecting compensating security controls, if needed. Assigning specific values to organization-defined security control parameters, i.e. password complexity policies, via explicit assignment and selection statements. Supplementing baselines with additional security controls and control enhancements, if needed. Providing additional specification information for control implementation, if needed. Standard selection. Standard selection is choose a recognized framework or a combination of parts of recognized frameworks to establish the baseline requirements. Control framework standards are ISO/IEC 27002, COBIT 5, NIST SP 800-53, NIST SP 800-171, and NIST Cybersecurity Framework. ISO/IEC 27002, Code of Practice for Information Security Management. COBIT 5, Control Objectives for Information and Related Technology. NIST, National Institute for Standards and Technology, Special Publication 800-53, provides a set of security and privacy controls for federal information systems and organizations. NIST SP 800-171 Revision 1, Protecting Controlled Unclassified Information in Non-Federal Systems and Organizations. NIST Cybersecurity Framework, CSF, Framework for Improving Critical Infrastructure Cybersecurity. Data Protection Methods. Data Backup. Data backup is the result of copying or archiving files and folders for the purpose of being able to restore them in case of data loss. Data backups are full backups, incremental backups, differential backups, and journaling. Full backup is a type of backup which backs up all data files without considering that we already have a backup of the data which we are backing up. Incremental backup is a backup of all changes made since the last backup. Differential backup is a backup of all changes made since the last full backup. Journaling. Journal files are created for each update. They record metadata about transaction and created during the backup process. Database mirroring is a copy of the information is kept on two different servers, principal and the mirror. Snapshots is a process of making a virtual copy of a set of files, directories, or volumes as they appeared in a particular point in time. In cloud computing technology, Availability zones are isolated locations within geographic regions of the cloud service provider's data center. Data vaulting is a way to secure data by sending copies of it off-site where it can be protected from theft, hardware failures, and other threats. Magnetic backup tapes are cost-effective, but the retrieval of the data is slower and more complex. External hard drives, network-attached storage, or DVD increase restoration speed. Network-attached storage, NAS, is a dedicated hardware device that connects to a local area network, usually through an Ethernet connection. SAN is a dedicated high-speed network or subnetwork that interconnects and presents shared pools of storage devices to multiple servers. Data deduplication is a process that eliminates redundant copies of data and reduces storage. Disk mirroring is a technique creating a copy of a hard drive on another disk to ensure continuous availability. Common disk mirroring are RAID 0 striping, RAID 1 mirroring, RAID 5 striping with parity, RAID 6 striping with double parity, and RAID 10 combining mirroring and striping. RAID level 0, stripe set, data is divided into blocks, and blocks are written to disks in turn. RAID level 1, mirror, stores two identical copies of data on two hard drives. RAID level 5, stripe with parity, writes data blocks evenly to all the disks, in a pattern similar to RAID 0. However, one additional parity block is written in each row. RAID 6 striping with double parity uses a block pattern similar to RAID 5, but utilizes two different parity functions to derive two different parity blocks per row. RAID 10 combining mirroring and striping uses two identical RAID 0 arrays to hold two identical copies of the content. Read speed of the N drive RAID 10 array is N times faster than that of a single drive. Full disk encryption of mobile device and hard drives protects data at rest. Trusted Platform Module, TPM, is a microcontroller chip integrated into the computer hardware that provides a crypto processor that protects data at rest. Self-encrypting hard drives, SEDs, with built-in encryption features, protects data at rest. File-level encryption to be applied at the individual file level protects data at rest. Some leading security protocols used to protect data in transit. Web access, HTTPS. File transfer, FTPS, SFTP, SCP, Web DAV over HTTPS. Remote shell, SSH2 terminal. Remote desktop, RADMAN, RDP. Wireless connection, WPA2. Link encryption is a method that encrypts and decrypts all traffic at each network routing point, e.g. network switch, or node through which it passes, until arrival at its final destination. Protects data in transit. End-to-end encryption is a method that data is encrypted on the sender's system or device and only the recipient is able to decrypt. Helps to protect data in transit. Data in motion is best protected via standards-based end-to-end encryption, such as IPsec VPN.